tips for people of when they take kids fishing. So you and I have experience doing that. And I know just from my side of things, been a lot of trial and error, a lot of learning, just of helping them and guiding them and kind of passing that knowledge on. So let's talk about what works for us taking kids fishing, because you get little kids, it can be challenging. They have some short patience sometimes, and hopefully like you try yourself not to get impatient or anything. So like, what kind of expectations do you set, man, whenever you go out with your family?
I don't really have expectations when the kids are along, at least for myself. I mean, I'm just hopeful to have some time to get a line wet in between helping them get untangled or retying after they catch a tree, or, just it comes with the territory. They're kids, and I mean, shoot, I still catch a tree once in a while. It just happens. So you just kind of roll with it and bring that patience along. I think that's a very good point. And then my kids are now 10 and 6 are my younger boys, and my 10-year-old, he's gung-ho fisherman. He has more rods than I do, I think, that he's talked his mom into over the years and stuff. So he's pretty easy to take along. The 6-year-old kind of, you just got to kind of keep him entertained. Like sometimes we'll take a bucket, and then if we catch a crappie or catch a bluegill, we'll put him in the bucket so he has a fish to play with, if he gets tired of fishing. Or I know you and I were talking, you mentioned snacks. Snacks are always a good thing, especially at that age group. And I don't know if it's for everybody, but for my older kids have kind of graduated. They went through the younger age of going along with dad, and then they got to be teenagers and too busy and just out doing their own thing, jobs and girls and all that stuff that comes along with being a teenager. But now my oldest son, he's 21. He is specifically coming back to go fishing so we can sit on the boat and talk. And that's been really, really great, is to see that he didn't lose that. He just had other things going on that was still in the back of his mind, that I can always get on the boat with dad and talk. And so we're doing that a lot more. And also, exploring is a good thing with kids. I found with, creek wading, or just, we call it bridge hopping. We'll just jump in the car, load up, go get some worms and jigs on light tackle, and go around the countryside and not busy roads, but you can find some bridges over some creeks and places out of the way. And typically if anybody drives by, they'll just wave at you or ask what you're catching. And we've got some really cool stuff off bridges out in the middle of nowhere. So we'll do that. Or if we have permission, there's a couple of creeks around that we have permission to go wading in. So if it's a nice summer day, and we even went out and bought some waders, so we'll dress them up in the waders and take them out in the creek, let them play in the water. That's another good thing with that wading experience. If they get tired of fishing, they can always just splash around, So just, I don't know. That's kind of how we approach it.